Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim, a fairly average mum, and today I've got a Poundland haul with a try on. So let's get cracking. Hiya, so I've just been and grabbed my gigs because I'm always forgetting how. So I went over to Poundland. I went shopping. Right, this is the thing. I've had a long weekend, so I had Saturday, Sunday, and then Bank Holiday Monday off. So over the weekend, I had such a nice time. I went out on Saturday and did a load of shopping. And one of the places I went, and I haven't been to in ages, it feels like ages anyway, is Poundland. And the weekend was super busy. I'm going to shuffle. Right, the weekend in town were absolutely packed because if you don't know, it's been Eid. Right. So everybody were out getting stuff for Eid and things like that. So all the shops were packed. I'd meant to go to Primark, but the queue in Primark were just unbelievably busy. So I'd went to a few other shops, and then it were in Next as well. I'm just going to point that out. But I went down to Poundland and had a really nice time having a look around. So I've got myself quite a few clothes because it's my experience that Poundland clothes are great, right? I've had some really, really decent bargains from Poundland. I'm sorry I've slung my cardigan on that don't match this as well, but it's this one that I have here all the time when I come to do my videos, and it's got quite cold today, so I've just slung it on, but it don't match anything I'm wearing. It is just I put it on for coziness, you know what I mean? Right, so went to Poundland and picked up quite a lot of clothing and a few other bits and pieces, so I thought I'd share them with you. I have to do a few bits of housekeeping first as well. Right, I've been trying to give these bunnies away, but I realised after what I'd said, I'd contact the people via email, and actually I can't do that. So what I did were under one of the videos, I put congratulations, you've won to somebody on there that the random comment picker had picked. And so far, nobody has emailed me. So if you did comment on one of those videos, I would have a look, see whether it is you that has won these bunnies, because they're still sitting here waiting to go out to somebody. I'm going to give it another week. If the lady doesn't contact me, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give them to somebody else. I'm going to have to do random comment picker again and give them to somebody else. Right, so that's one issue. Oh, somebody also asked me about my glasses. And I can't for the life of me remember who it was that donated these glasses to me. Somebody gave me them and I can't remember. But what I'm going to do is look it up, and I will try and link it in the description box. So sorry that I haven't got back to you. And the other thing I wanted to say is to Lynn, I'm so sorry. I've only recently, this past day, seen your messages, and I will send you an email. A personal email, and I hope you're doing all right, love. I really do. My thoughts and prayers are with you. So back to Poundland, let's crack on with it. Okay, I've got the clothes on the top. Shall I show you the clothes first? I'll show you the clothes first. Okay, and then I've got some household bits as well. Okay, so I'd just gone and looked around Primark prior to going to Poundland. And Primark have got these amazing sort of spring, summer colours in, all yellows and greens and oranges and pinks. I was so taken by them. I would have loved to have done a haul from there. But honestly, my feet were killing me and I just could not queue up in that queue. I'm knocking on a bit, let's be honest. So I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So when I went into Poundland, I was looking around like, yeah, there's not that many interesting colours. And in all honesty, a lot of the clothes that they had didn't feel that summery, but I still picked up quite a lot in the hopes that even if these aren't going to do for this summer, maybe they'll do when it gets onto the autumn and things. There's a couple of bits that'll definitely be summery. Let me put my gigs on. Right, I will try and link where I got them from, but anyway. Right, okay. This is the first one. I bought this in a 14. This was £6. Okay, now it's a dress. The reason I bought it in a 14 was because I appreciate a bit of extra fabric over my tummy. So if you don't know, I'm 5'8" and I'm a 12 top, a 14 bottom. Well, I might be a 14 all over at this point. I gave up on my dieting a while ago. But I saw this dress, I thought, oh, it might be nice. It's vaguely 70s. And I've been to Next and they've got some 1970s sort of prints in there. So I'm quite excited by the whole idea of the 70s. I love a print, love a pattern. So I went for this. It looks like it's pretty much the style of other dresses I've had from Poundland, in that it's quite thin material. It's got a body spit, then a gather, and then another gather onto the bottom. So it sort of goes out as it goes down. I'm not like massively keen on the pattern, if I'm honest. But I know that I've got dresses that I paid a £5 for. What did I say I paid for this? £6, so they're going up. As I predicted, Poundland prices were going up. But I got this because I have got a couple of little summer dresses that I got last year from Poundland, and I will be wearing them this year just because they're so nice. I've got a blue one and I've got another colour one, and that I wear to death in the hot weather. Just they're so thin, it's like a thin polyester, but it's so like light and floaty and nice that I just I really appreciate those when it's really hot. So I've gone for that one, because it was the only one they had, right, in my Poundland, in this style, the only dress. And I sort of thought it might be okay, you know, it might be okay. Although looking at it now, I'm not overly enamoured by that pattern. It reminds me vaguely of sort of carpet patterns from The Shining. Do you know what I mean? Right? It's just that sort of pattern. But I'm hoping that the style of it will be worth it. So next up I bought this top, which is not my favourite colour, if I'm honest, but it's like a little tiered camisole top. I bought this in a medium, it was £4. This colour, just against my skin, looks like I'm wearing noughts, but I thought I'd probably not wear it just on its own. I'd probably wear it with something over it. So, yeah, it's got ties on the shoulders, a bodice, and then gather again. It's in sort of a crinkly, can you see that, polyester sort of fabric. Not the nicest fabric I've ever felt in my life. But I were trying to pick things up that I thought I might wear, and I know that I wear a lot of camisoles. I would be inclined to tie those bits more at the back, slightly over my shoulder, so it doesn't look like you've got two parrots sitting on your shoulder. I usually tie them flat, slightly at the back, so I can wear stuff over them. But yeah, that's my next one. Then I bought this one, which I really quite like, you know. Now, I'm not a person that normally goes for animal print, but I like the style of it, and it reminded me quite a lot of Primark sort of camisoles. This I bought in a size 12, it were only £4. So it's a V-neck sort of, it's got adjustable straps on it, little camisole, and it is just quite sort of flared out at the bottom. It's really feels nice and great for £4. That's comparable to Primark ones, that. So I'm hoping that works out for me. It's a nice pattern. You don't get a lot of patterned ones at Primark that are £4. They normally sort of ramp up in price. So very happy with that one. Hope that works out for me. Did I even put any lippy on? I don't even think I put any lippy on. Sorry about that, guys. Even my lips have almost completely disappeared. Next, I bought a nightie. I'm not going to try this on, guys, because, you know, it's my nightwear. I've got to have some privacy at some point. Make it sound like there's all these people knocking at my door and stuff. There's not. But I bought this, and I bought it in a size up, which I always do. There were a 12-14 or a 16-18. I bought it in the 16-18. Because when I go to bed, I like loads of sort of fabric. I always wear nighties. Can't do pyjamas. They're just too clingy. My waist's my fattest bit, so they're always like digging in at my waist. And yeah, I just don't like them. My turnover, I've left half the trouser behind. Do you know what I mean? Whereas a nightie, I can deal with that. But in order to be able to turn over and not have to worry about it, I buy a size up. So I bought it in this. Now, they had a really pretty colour. Sorry, it's all like gathered up. They had a really pretty one that wasn't this, but they literally had it in an 8 to 10 or something like that. And I thought, I'm not going for it. What I liked about this and that other one were how soft they were. Just thought they were really super soft. It's just quite a shorty nightie. Are these adjustable? They are. The straps are adjustable. Like I said, it was £7. Got a bit of lace at the front. It's very, very pastel. A bit washed out. It looks a bit like a white nightie that's been put, you know, like some people wash all the clothes together. Right, I've met people like that before. I'm not that person, right? Sorry if you are, but I divvy up all my clothes into different colours and put them in, as well as the fabrics. This looks vaguely like you've put a white one in with a red top. You know what I mean? So it's not my favourite pattern or colour. I'll much prefer the other one, but because I sort of started looking at the other ones, I thought, oh, I'll go for that. I can always do with another nightie. So got that one. Like I say, I'll be keeping that. I won't be trying it on. Ain't nobody needs to see how I look going to bed. Right, nobody wants to apart from anything else. Next up, I bought this top. Now, I had to get this in a large, but I'm not bothered that I did because it doesn't look that big, right, to me. It's quite a crinkly fabric, sort of polyester. It's got an opening down the back with 2 ties. That's most of the detail. It's just this little floral top with sort of a scoop neck, a bit of a gather, you know, like a puffy sleeve with a short sleeve. This has got elastic around it. And then it's got one tier and a frill. Okay, it's not the nicest fabric. It's not the nicest top. But I was desperate to find some stuff. So, like I said, I bought this in a large and it was £7. So, yeah, got that one. Quite like the pattern on it. Don't mind it at all if I show you it. It's okay. Would prefer it in a different fabric. So, this one is the fabric that I would really like that one to be in. Right, which is this much thinner sort of viscose. I'm just tucking my loops in. Right, viscose fabric. This is a square neck with sort of shearing across it here on the front in elastic and down the bodice bit. It's got a puff sleeve with a gather and elastic round the bottom of the sleeve. It's about a 3/4 sleeve. And then it's got this tiered bit where it gathers on the bodice. The pattern's sort of tiny animal print in black on like an olive green colour. This fabric feels really nice. I do like this fabric. What did I buy this in? I bought this in a 14 and it was £7. Right, I'll be honest. When I was looking through all these things, a lot of them looked on the smaller side. So I decided to go for 14s wherever I could, just so that they weren't quite so snug on me. But yeah, got that one. I'm hopeful for that one. And then I bought this little top. But now I've got it home, I wish I'd bought it in the other colour, because the other colour were it grey or rust? I cannot remember. But anyway, it had much more pigment than this. And this, to me, now I've got it home, looks a bit washed out. But it's a scoop neck top. It's got a little pocket at the front. I bought it in a medium and it was £6. It's got a shaped in sort of short sleeve. And then it's gathered together with these 3 little, are they 3 or 4 or 5? 4 little button details on each shoulder. So they're the ones that bring it together. And then it's got a shaped hem, which is longer at the back. It's also got this sort of slub thing all over it. You know, that sort of bit that looks like it's been caught. Right, it's got that. Right, so, yeah, I wish I'd gone for the other colour, but I'm quite hopeful for the style of that. Looks like it's quite big in the body, so hoping that works out for me. So, while I was there, I also bought some grocery type things. Let me grab my bag. Now, Poundland have stopped doing at my Poundland the sort of plastic bags that used to be 10, 20p. And you can only buy these ones that are £1. I don't even know which one I've got. What's it say? Make your own magic. Okay, that's the one I grabbed. I grabbed it because I got to the till and I asked the lady for a bag and she said the only ones we've got are there. I had to run back to get one and just grab the first one. Anyway, in here I've got myself some toilet paper. I'm running low, so just pick this up. I think this were about £1.20, something like that for that one. I'll put the prices on the screen if I can't remember. If it's not £1.20, I'll put prices on the screen. I know it's going to be one of them ones that's not got much on a roll, but I just thought it'll tide me on till I get to like a supermarket or something. Yeah, I haven't got that much. It's got more on than some places, I have to say, and it's slightly quilted. So got those. I'm glad I'm doing this now because I really need those. Then I bought myself some massive pants. Right, I got these for work and I also bought these. These are full brief 3-pack. And I also bought these in a big size. What size did I get them? A 16 to 18. Because when I go to work, I like a pair of jumbo pants. I'm gonna dig in. If you saw me at work, honestly. I've shown people this channel and people go, is that you? Yes, this is me, right? Oh yeah, they're perfect. Look at them. They're massive, right? And stretchy and a full brief. This is the sort of thing I wear to work, right? It's TMI for the young people at work. But anyway, got a set of 3. Because I've got about 5 pairs of them. Constantly washing them out. I got the other ones at Georgia Asda. But really needed some big jumbo, what my youngest daughter calls me everydayers, right? Sorry if it's just jumped. My camera went full. Right, okay. So yeah, my youngest daughter calls them me everydayers, right? And they are my massive pants, right? She remembers it from when we lived together. Next, I bought some bags, some bin bags. Now, I was struggling to get any sort of thicker ones. They all seemed quite thin, but I really, really needed some. So these are 30 with tie handles. I much prefer the tie handles to the drawstring ones. Yeah, they're quite thin. I'll be honest about it, they are quite thin. But I absolutely needed some. I'm getting baking now. I'm going to have to take this off, right? This top's massive on me. Honestly, it is massive on me. But I just sling it on when I'm at home sometimes, you know. Anyway, next up, I bought some spiky balls. Right? Why would you not? You know, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Right, 3 spiky balls. I thought they'd be great to take in for kiddies at nursery. They're okay, they're very soft, so they're easy, you know, if the kids throw them across the nursery. Plus, they like all that's like got a texture on, because I work with babies, you know, so I thought they were great. I think they were only £1 or so. So I got those to put in at work. And I also bought myself a new hair clip, right, because I've literally got one left. I used to have about 6 of them, but they've all broken over time. Don't imagine this one's going to last that long. And also, they had it in black, but I bought it in grey, because I've got grey hair. And 2, because I know that this is the cheap one that I got, whereas my other one, which looks exactly the same, is the expensive or more expensive one. I think the other one were about £3 and it's lasted me for ages. So I'll know if this breaks, I'll know that this is the cheap one. Then I bought myself some baked beans. Okay, always need some more. So they were as cheap as all. And then the next few bits that I got. So if you didn't see, I did a video with Tina's Talk Time. Hi Tina, lovely Tina. And we did an Easter hat. And I said I would donate the proceeds of that video to the food bank. So I've started collecting items for the food bank. So that money is in products. I'll take them in. If we're not doing it at work anymore, and I'm really hoping I can convince everybody at work, just have a constant food bank donation going. If I can't convince them, I'll take them into my local supermarket and drop them all off. So I bought some things from Poundland because the cheaper the things are, the more things I can get. Do you see what I mean? It's not that I think people should have cheap things. These are all things that you should get, you could get at a supermarket. They're just a lot less at Poundland, and I'm after maximising what I get for the food bank. So I bought this, which is just some peck chicken. Right, I'd have appreciated this when my kids were little. I also bought some Fray Bentos corned beef, because you could always do a corned beef hash, can't you? You know what I mean? Great when you've got little kids. I bought some peck chopped pork, and I also bought some pink salmon. So they're all my first things to go into my food bank donation. So these are the first of those items. So yeah, they're for the food bank. So that's all my things, and my carry bag were £1. But anyway, I'll use it again. So that's all my things. So what I'm going to do is go away, try on these clothes, and I'll insert the try-ons now. Yeah, so this is the first of my tops. I've just got a pair of leggings on. I'm really sorry, but I'm just like hanging around in the house. Okay, I quite like it. Wish it was slightly more, you know, had more colour to it. But I don't mind it. Like these little buttons. It feels very light, very casual. So quite happy with it, like the price more than anything. Yeah, I should have put a better bra on, but anyway, right, I've got like a white bra on or a bralette, so yeah, but don't mind it. It's not my favourite thing I've ever tried on in my life, but I don't mind it. I do love Poundland clothes, they're just so nice. So I'm going to try some of the other things on. Okay, don't like this one. Really don't like this one. This is doing absolutely nothing for me. First, it's one of them ones that from a distance makes you look like you're not wearing out. Oh, the way these gathers are falling, I feel like 10-ton Tessie, you know what I mean? Right, this is an out and out no from me. No thank you, not at all. This one is definitely going back. I just don't like it at all. I don't like the way it sort of fits. I don't like anything about it. So I'm desperately trying to get out of this now, right? So I'll go try something else on. Yeah. I like it more than I like the last one, but I just don't think it's me. Do you know what it is? It's where these sleeves finish, and the fact that it's sort of puffy on the sleeves, the square neck. Oh no, I just don't like this at all. This is not turning out to be my best Poundland haul at all. Not at all, right? I do not like this one. Yeah, so that's 2 no's from me, and 1 I'm like that about so far. It's better than the last one, but that's all I can say positively about it, right? Yeah, no, I don't like this at all. I just feel ridiculous in it, so I'm going to try something else on. Please let there be at least one thing that I like. Okay, I don't mind this one. I say I don't mind it. It's not my favourite top I've ever had from Poundland, but I don't mind it. It's okay. Yeah, I still don't like the puffy sleeves. This neck's a little bit high, but it's okay. You know, out of all the ones I've tried on so far, this is my favourite. But that's not saying much, is it really? Do you know what I mean? Right. No, it's not saying much at all. Yeah, I'm not overly fond on these clothes. Normally I absolutely love Poundland, but these are a no from me, I'm afraid. Right, I'm going to try the other camisole or the dress on and see, fingers crossed, at least one of them I'm happy to keep. But so far, they're all going back. I've tied up this shoulder because the straps are just too long. But I don't like this one either. I really don't like it. What on earth's happened to Poundland clothes? Normally it's like one of my favourite shops. No, thank you. No. I just don't like it. I've got dresses that I got last year from Poundland that I absolutely love. But I do not like this. This just feels so odd on me. It really does. I don't know what's happened to my Poundland clothes. I'm holding this one up because otherwise it'll be falling off. Yeah, I don't like them. absolutely do not like them. So I'm going to try the last thing on. Okay. Sorry guys, this is the worst haul I think I've done in a long time. So I'm going to try that other one on. Right, this one I could see me wearing with a blazer over, except the sleeves, where the sleeves are, the straps, sorry, not sleeves, where the straps are, they're just in the wrong place for me. So I like all this bit here and at the back, but where these are falling is just absolutely wrong. They're too far out. They should be nearer, sort of closer together. Now maybe if I bought a bigger size, that might be the case, but as it stands at the moment, it's just wrong. You know, it feels really like they're not in the right place at all. What a disastrous haul from Poundland. Utterly disastrous. I think the whole lot's gonna have to go back. Normally at this point I say good old Poundland, but maybe it's not so much this time. Hiya. What on earth has happened to Poundland? Honestly, I normally love my clothes from Poundland. Absolutely love them. Not this time. The whole lot's going back. I think the only thing I'm going to keep is my night dress. I mean, I could probably faff around with the sleeve bits, the straps on that sort of camisole, but the rest are going to have to go back. I would never be caught wearing them. Absolutely no. It's just all the sort of shapes feel wrong on them, where the shoulders hit, the whole lot feels wrong. Come on, Poundland, up your game. You were brilliant last year. What's happened this year? Yeah, so I think most of my clothes are going back. I think it's literally the most unsuccessful haul I've ever done. And I'd done some crackers. No, I'm lying. That time I did a Gymshark one. That was the most unsuccessful, but also quite funny. So that's all right. But anyway, I think all my clothes are going back with the exception of that nightie. And even that, I'm sort of like this about £7. It looks washed out. Yeah. Even that, I'm a bit like this about, I don't know. But anyway, that's everything for today. If you've liked this video, please give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you like this kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. I've left all my contact details in the description box, just in case you want to contact me for any reason. But thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. Bye!